What's up, Internet? It's your boy O'Neal Johnson, aka Dad of War, here to bring you another podcast episode 8 of the War Table series. Usually have a big old topic, but tonight's going to be nice and simple, just how we're feeling right now. We're 3 months into the year, what's come, how do we feel about what's come, what is to come up, has anything piqued our interest more or less, where's our hype level sitting at? Tonight you're going to find out, or whatever time of day it is when you're listening or watching this. And to my right and your right, Quiet Boy Girl. How you doing?
Oh, great.
Good, good, good. How was your week been?
Pretty good. Nothing stands out too much.
Okay, okay. Well,
Mostly waiting for close to the end of the month. I got some plans.
no. Like game-wise or just life-wise?
Just life-wise.
Alright, that's good. I hope it goes well. So, we'll just keep this rolling because, believe it or not, I'm late. Between life and children and yada yada yada, we're recording late as fuck. It's 12:30 a.m., so 12:30 in the morning on Wednesday. So we're probably gonna make this a bit of a quicker one. So we're gonna roll right into what you've been playing. We'll start off with you as always. What have you been playing, Quiet? Anything new? Same old, same old.
Played Yu-Gi-Oh for the first time in a while.
Yu-Gi-Oh! That's something I haven't heard in a bit.
I hit Ultra Ball in Pokemon Doubles, so I figured instead of just continuing to try to get into Master Ball, I'd just take a breather. And I got on Yu-Gi-Oh, did some more challenge stuff like the Nintendo Switch version, the Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Do some
Okay.
more challenge deck stuff, and the usual deck I choose for those is the Danger Dark World because I can just drop a bunch of 30,000 monsters on the field and then just like usually just kill the challenge deck before they get anything on the board to make it a challenge.
Yeah, Danger Dark World. Before the I don't know what they hit, but I remember them just it being a problem when the
Yeah,
Dangers
I don't
first dropped.
you I don't use ban lists, so
Yeah, well, that'll do it. Danger Dark World was a problem when Dangers first dropped. Them motherfuckers were strong. I loved that deck. It was so much fun. Oh, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in
yeah, I haven't really done much besides that.
yeah, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in months. Not since Drytron came out, and that's months ago. Very well.
Got a
Well,
little bit further in Persona 5.
really, that's news to me.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Well, it's not news to you because it's news to the podcast, not news to you because I told you I finished that dungeon.
Oh, you did tell me. Okay, that I thought you did more since then. I thought you said that last week. Or not last week?
No, that was I literally told you yesterday.
Was it? My days are running
Yeah.
together. My apologies. Well, he ain't that goddamn far. He hasn't done much more, but he is getting closer. And hey, at least he's getting closer. And I can say the same about a game I've been playing, Persona 5 Strikers. Uh, I just made it into the second jail, aka
Wait,
Palace.
I did forget one thing. I did play like 2 hours of Age of Calamity, and I only remembered because you mentioned Strikers.
They're the same game, different universes. Um, I'm very much enjoying Strikers, and yet at the same time, I'm not. Like, I was listening to other podcasts, and someone was saying it's a game you can just spoon feed yourself, and like the original game says, that little flip sign in the loading, take your time. I really do want to do and have been doing that with this game. Like, I'm playing it little by little. The game's been out, what, 2 weeks now, and I've only put in like, I think my game clock's sitting at 8 hours. So, I mean, I very much liked Persona 5. Obviously, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Um, but for some reason, even though it's all brand new, like, I was actually hoping for a little less dialogue and a lot more action, and it's very much the reverse. when they say it's more of a Persona game than anyone thought, which is a good thing to most people and is a good thing to me too. Like it's giving me the story and it's making it feel like a real Persona game, but it's a lot of talking. For the 8 hours of game clock I have, like I want to say about half of that is getting through text and doing little bullshit investigations they give you before each cat jail. At least so far, you have to do a little bit of investigation where you run around the hub world, the actual, Shibuya, or I forget the name of the new city I traveled to this time, but like you can't use the actual run function, so you're just running at normal pace, which is really fucking slow for as long as this place was. And it took me a minute, a lot longer than it should have, and I just don't find it fun. But then you get into the actual action of the game, and it's a lot of fun. And
Wow, that's how I feel about normal Personas 5.
I mean, I kind of get it, but I think my problem with this, as I said, is yeah, sure, there was a lot of. You don't have to grind in this game, right? So you are getting a lot less action compared to story in this one because you can damn near run through every palace in Persona 5 without having to stop minus maybe once if play
There's
right.
like two. Well, you can't run through every palace without stopping because there's like two that make you like have to
No, that's what I'm saying.
figure.
Outside of once, you have to go in, and then it usually puts a single brick wall in your face, and you have to go to the real world to solve it, and then you can go back in and damn near finish the palace up until finding the treasure and having to send out the calling card. This one I had to stop. Like it forcibly made me stop in the first palace, like 3 or 4 times, or jail, and it was really annoying. Like I feel there should be more Muso than there is. Like I don't feel that I've fought enough. You know what I
Is it like
mean?
in the first dungeon like twice, I think, and then the third, I think, or third or second also stops you once in Persona 5.
I know Madarame stops you because of a door. I know Futaba stops you. I remember that for sure. I don't think you get actually stopped in the final palace, like the one you just beat. Kamoshida does stop you once. Yeah, I think that's about it. But besides that, I mean, I'm having fun with it by taking my time. Um, and then other than that, just Smite. Like a lot of Smite. I'm having a lot of fun with the new goddess Tiamat. Uh,
A Smite question. If I'm playing Emoji and my basics heal my teammates, if like Discordia or Circuit does the taunt thing where I hit my teammates, am I just like healing them?
that would be an interesting interaction, and I've never had it personally happen, but I would assume so. But at the same time, probably not because the whole interaction forces you to damage each other just in general. Whereas in you normally can't anyway. Like you can fling basics at your teammates all day and do absolutely nothing. Whereas in this interaction turns you on each other. So I would assume it marks you as enemies. So I'm gonna go with no.
That's definitely something I'd want to test some at some point.
We'll have to do like a custom game and get a few people in and just have Discord to just smack us around and see what happens. But yeah, Tiamat's a lot of fun. A little bit of Apex. As usual, I usually start most of my streams off with Call of Duty with my wife. Just playing a few matches of hardcore, team deathmatch, excuse me. Trying to get some guns gold and just let her blow off some steam myself. And then yesterday I did pop in Dragon Ball Fighters for a bit, do a bit of lab work, and played a few casual matches because I will be doing ranked play tomorrow night for sure because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is dropping tomorrow,
So
and he looks like so much fun.
how does it feel coming back from Rise, or Strive, or whatever the fuck it's called?
Oh, it's fantastic. I really liked Strive, but Dragon Ball Fighters is a completely different beast. Whereas in Strive is a lot of footsies and working on brand new characters.
Speaking of Apex, apparently Apex Legends for the Nintendo Switch was dropping today.
It did drop today. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's a completely different beast. They're two different games. One's footsies and light combos that do a shit ton of damage, whereas in Dragon Ball Fighters is a very fast, frenetic, team-based fighting game with a, like a normal combo is at least 40 hits if you end with a special. Like that's like a baby combo, whereas in a big ass combo will lead to 150 to 200 hits and TODs. Like as far as I'm aware, there's probably one out there, but I'm not smart enough to do it, and or I haven't seen it. There's no touch of deaths in Guilty Gear Strive. There's very few touch of deaths in almost any game that isn't Marvel vs. Capcom or Dragon Ball Fighters, whereas in there is, and this is what I'm so excited for because it's stupid and funny all at the same time. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the new character about to drop tomorrow, has a guaranteed touch of death, and it's the easiest one in the game. Usually you have to do a shit ton of combo. Like I just said, a big ass combo that's like 200 hits, and it's literally all of your health. He has a mechanic where he just does this really quick. He just points and kind of smiles, and he gains a level. Well, if you do that 7 times, he can spend 3 bars of meter and do 19,000 damage. To put that in perspective, I think the biggest health character in the game is Dragon Ball Z Broly, and I think he has like 10,000 health, like 10,500 health. So generally, it's enough to do 2 characters' health bars. Like if they were both on screen and had like, because assists take more damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does 20,000 damage. So basically, if you hit them at all, a light punch, anything, if they're dashing at you and they're at full health, they will die if you've taunted them basically 7 times, which there's already gameplay of him out, and it's really, really easy to do. Excuse me, that scared the shit out of me because I have my headsets. Enut Butter, thank you for the sub, man. Much appreciated.
Dude, that sounds cool, but someone's gonna do it to you, and you're gonna be like, "This is stupid."
Oh, no, no, no. If someone's going to do it to me, I'm going to be like, nice. Because I'm going to be doing it to fucking people, too. It's going to be fantastic.
I remember playing Naruto Ultimate Shippuden Ninja Storm, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I didn't know fucking Danzo had a one-hit move, so I was just fucking trying to juggle a Danzo player, and I messed up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna back off him for a bit, and then he gets up close to me and just hits me with some fucking one-hit move. I think it was like Izanagi or whatever the fuck it's called, but I was at like full health, and you get 2 health bars in that. Just did everything. I was like, wow, that's bullshit.
Oh, he got you. Yeah, one hit moves can be really annoying. This one seems like it's going to be a bit broken, but it's presumably the last character they're dropping for this game, so it's kind of like they just went balls to the wall and just were like, give them bullshit. So, but yeah, I'm really excited for that. And speaking of things we're excited for, that's basically our topic for the night, the evening, if you will, is just games we're now more excited for or less excited for. We're 3 months into the year and a lot has already been announced. A lot of things have been delayed. A lot of things have had demos and that we've been able to get hands on. Other things have had trailers to drop that will either increase or decrease our our hype level for said games. And right now I'm really, really hyped for tomorrow because I really want to play Gogeta. He looks like he's a lot outside of his bullshit TOD. He just looks like he's going to be a lot of fun. And then other than that, the next big game for me, I want to say it's Monster Hunter Rise, but I really don't think I'm going to get it. So for me,
I'm getting, so I'll tell you how it runs, and that could probably sway your opinion.
See, that's another one of my problems. Like, that is a worry. Like, that's my biggest worry of the game is that it's not going to run well. But you said the demo came out and it's fine. But another big part is the monsters don't look cool to me. Like, none of them look appealing. Like, the big boss monster, the weird, like, Chinese dog dragon thing doesn't look cool. Doesn't look like it's going to be
I mean, a
fun.
lot of the monsters in the world didn't really look cool until like they got their variants in the Iceborne.
See, that's. I mean, this is subjective for me. As I would disagree with you. Like, I love how Legiana looks. Uh, Nergigante looks fucking awesome. Which he was like the big apex monster of that game. I thought he looked really cool. I like Teostra. I mean, these are all like older monsters like Teostra and Lunalo's a DLC, but oh my god, who was the wind one? Oh my god, the big silver wind dragon. He looked really
Yeah,
dope.
the Silver Wind Dragon, who the one time we fought it, trapped you in a wind tunnel in a fucking corner and you couldn't get out of it and we lost.
That's right. It's bullshit, but he looked dope. Uh, Big old bomber dragon was cool. Like, there's still a lot of cool monsters, and they got even cooler with all the DLC, which obviously it could do in Rise, but the base monsters look is dumb to me. Like, there's a big instead of a big iguana, it's like a big platypus that eats something and gets fat, and the weird bear with the beady eyes, and for some reason the ice sword hand. Like, none of it looks cool to me. Like, I don't think the game like the weapons and the movement look like they're gonna be fun as shit, but the monsters look very, very boring to me at the moment. But I mean, I didn't get everything I wanted in Monster Hunter World either. Like, that was my first Monster Hunter, so I went back and looked at older ones and seen what, oh, maybe they'll do this and, oh, that would be really cool. And I'm still waiting for them to bring back. If this guy comes into Rise, I forget his name. I'm looking up right now, but if he gets into Rise, I will instantly buy it.
I'm hoping they throw in some of the Iceborne monsters in it because I just want to continue to fight Black Veil Valhazak until the end of time.
Well, you might be stuck on monster. Well, you know what? They always. I was about to say, never mind. They add monsters from other Monster Hunters all the time. Like, that's where most of the fucking DLC ones came from. Cause I was about to say,
Like
that's his
Altreon
first
and
one.
Fatalis.
Yeah. Gore Magala. I wanted them to add Gore Magala to that game so damn bad. Every time like I ever seen anyone say, "Hey, you should play Monster Hunter," this is like the monster that pop up, and his armor and weapons looked so damn cool, and he looked so damn. Ugh. Easily my favorite monster. I never even got to play against him. So, if he ends up in Rise, it's gonna be an insta buy for me just because I didn't get it from World. Um. So yeah, the trailers have turned me on the fact that the armor and weapons and movement look really, really cool, but the more monsters they show, the more I'm like, I could do without. Like, the last trailer they showed, like, the big reveal is that Zenogre and Nargacuga are in the game. Well, I fucking hated Nargacuga in Monster Hunter World. He was just a furry Tigrex who could poison me. Which, I mean, a lot of the monsters are comparable, but, like, he just wasn't my favorite. Zenogre is a fun fight, and I like Zenogre, but
You know
Nargacuga's
who my
not a...
favorite
Ooh.
monster from like World and Iceborne is that they shouldn't bring over? Like, if I see like something like Xeno'jiiva over there, I'd be sad.
Just big ass monsters.
No, it's not like Xeno. Well, that'd be Zora Magnaros, but like Xeno'jiiva is just like some. It's just one of the things that was like the final boss in the story mode for World, and it's pretty as fuck. So I don't want to just be like, oh, here's the boss from final boss from another game.
No, if anything, I think they'd bring in Safi'jiiva. The adult version, just the big ass red dragon. That's what I would assume if they would bring anything over. So, but like I said, I'm iffy. So that's me. Do you want to speak any more on it? Because I know you're very excited for it and have already pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to say because I've been keeping. I want to be more surprised, so I actually haven't like looked up a lot of what's going on in it.
Oh, very well, very well. Makes sense. And then next up for me would just be Outriders. I spoke a little bit, not a little bit. I spoke a lot a bit of it
When does Outriders come
last
out?
week. The first,
First of
uh, geez, March. Oh my God,
April.
no, April. We're in March. I keep forgetting we're in March. Yeah, it comes out April 1st. April 1st. So I'm really not that far away.
It's weird to say that. Like I was thinking, two podcasts ago, I said I have nothing to look forward to, but I'm looking at this stuff, and there's more than I thought I I like remembered. So when I get run down my stuff, I'll have a little bit to say on a lot of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. But I spoke on it last week. Nothing has changed. Um, my hype levels are higher than when I first seen it, which it was pretty like already high for me. Like, oh, this game looks like it's gonna be fun. Same worries. Hopefully, it runs a bit better when you're playing online. Hopefully, they take away that terrible stutter on the camera during certain cutscenes, and they fix some audio issues. And other than that, like the story is interesting enough to keep me going. So I'm hella excited for that. What about you? Anything between was it the 9th, which is today, and just anything in March besides
So
Monster Hunter Europe?
yeah, I have like one thing I'm also looking forward to besides the March, Binding of Isaac Repentance on the 31st, which is the new like Binding of Isaac DLC. It's something I've been looking forward to for a long time because that game's got pretty stale to me. So like just adding some new stuff will really be good.
Okay, that's nice. I was actually very confused, not confused, but I didn't. I seen it. I'm like, is that a new Binding of Isaac or is it just DLC for Binding of Isaac? So that answers that question.
It's DLC for like Rebirth because there's Rebirth, Afterbirth Plus, and now Repentance. Which
Okay.
Repentance is adding one of the biggest, like one of the most famous mods of all time into the actual game, which is Anti-Birth, which everyone loved because it was great.
What the hell is Anti-Birth?
It's the opposite of Afterbirth.
Okay, but what does it do in a game? Like, what does Afterbirth do? I've never played these games, so I don't. Make it just a mod. Obviously, it's a mod. You just
It's
said it's a
just
mod.
DLC ad stuff.
Okay, very well.
Like, what the fuck's an ice form? Exactly. It's just names.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I don't have shit in March. Uh, mate,
So,
no,
yeah.
no.
And I got some stuff in April. I got like quite a few stuff and well, actually just one thing. Yep, it's I think two things in April.
I
It
have
really picks
three.
up in May
Holy
though.
shit! No, I have one, two. Yeah, I have three things coming in April, and two of them are on the same day. That really fucking sucks. That really sucks.
Since you started March, I'll start with like April here.
Go ahead.
The first thing I'm really looking forward to uh, is on the 6th. I'm hoping it's going to be really cheap. Star Wars Republic Commando. I'm looking really forward to playing it again. PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Just probably pop it on like PS4 and get some nostalgia from it. Really like that. On the 23rd, Nier Replicant got that pre-ordered on like the 23rd of April. I really love Nier, and on the 30th, Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, yeah. I'm right there with you. For Pokemon Snap, near not Definitely not.
Like how the
Definitely not.
fucking even the picture is just new Pokemon Snap, like that's just the actual name.
Probably is. They have new Super Mario Brothers. I would not put it past Nintendo to just be like, just throw new on it. Everyone will get it. But that's the same day for me because Returnal is a definite buy for me, and so is Pokemon Snap. And I didn't even know that they came out on the same day. That I mean, it doesn't suck, but you know,
The fuck is Returnal?
it's the Housemark shooter.
Did we see footage of that during the Game Awards, or was that some other time?
It was during. It was announced with during the PS5 showcase when they showed off all the PS5 shit. So back in June, and every other state of play since. It's the female in the spacesuit running around shooting aliens. Very uh, lots of voxels everywhere. Lots of
Yeah.
pixel effects. It's the guys who did Resogun. And what else did they do? Nex Machina. And then they also did what is it? What is it? I'm pretty sure they also did Dead Nation, which was fantastic. Um, it's basically a roguelike shooter, third person shooter, very action oriented. You're trying to figure out where you're going on this planet you crashed on. Yeah, the planet's fucking with your mind. Like the latest trailer showed her like walking into a house and be like, "This can't be here." Like it's the female narrating, "This can't be here. I have no good memories of this house." And then she goes to creak open the door like it's a normal ass, Earth house, and it goes black, and it looks like it's gonna be a bunch of fun. It's their first, what I would call a triple A game.
It
It
doesn't
looks
look
like
AAA, but
you say it doesn't look triple A.
no.
You might want to look again. Like, what are you watching it on?
On the Wikipedia page, there's a GIF of gameplay.
Oh yeah, you can't look at a GIF. You have to go to YouTube and actually look at it in motion. And even that, like, YouTube doesn't. I don't think will capture it as well as playing it yourself because I watched it on a 4K my 4K monitor running at 60
Yeah,
frames
you're
and
right. YouTube didn't capture the experience of playing Cyberpunk like playing it yourself did.
true. Mine ran better than most, which is still shitty. But it happens. I'm very excited for that. Definitely gonna be better than Nier. Tell you that much.
Maybe, but
Well, that's it for April. And I don't think I have anything in May.
yeah, you do.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Deathloop.
Yeah, Deathloop's coming, but Rachel is really not gonna like the fact. For all of you who are new here, Rachel is my beautiful wife who allows me to do crazy shit. But even with her allowing me to do crazy shit, she is not gonna like the fact I'm spending 120, and then Returnal is technically a PS5 game, so it's going to be $70. So basically $200 almost even when taxes are said and done in the month of April. So I'm not actually sure if I'll be getting Deathloop in May. But yes, I am excited for it nonetheless.
But for May, on the 7th, there's Resident Evil Village.
Good one. That'll be fun to watch.
On the 14th, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. But most importantly, on the 20th of May, Akiba's Trip, Hellbound and Debrief.
What the hell is this?
Remember?
Is this your titty shooting game?
No, remember when I was really big on Undead and Undressed?
Yeah.
This is the next game in that series.
Yeah.
Hellbound and Debrief.
Yeah, don't you shoot off their clothes, or is that a different game?
You rip off their clothes.
Same fucking thing, quiet. But very well. Ridiculous. Most important, indeed. Indeed.
Most.
Are you fucking
And
kidding me?
what?
I just looked at June and noticed something. But go ahead.
But yeah, definitely the most important one for me and May. While I like Resident Evil Village, and while I definitely want to get Mass Effect Legendary Edition, if I have to pick one, I am getting Hellbound and Debriefed. That's not even like close.
I mean, fair enough. Like, if I get the chance, yeah, Mass Effect's definitely going the way of old game is old because I rather get Deathloop.
Yeah, fucking, I had so much fun with Undead and Undressed. Like, so much goddamn fun. Like, one of the funnest games ever played. Fun. So, yeah.
Nice. Hey, can't complain. I hope this one's just as good for you. Whew. What about June? What we got in June for you?
Um, Back for Blood, maybe?
First time in a long time, there might be a game we can play together outside of fucking Apex. I'm sorry, we don't play Apex. Smite. Yeah, is that it for you in June?
Yeah, because, like, I've seen you play Strive, and that might be something I get later, like, once, like, a lot of DLC characters are released, or, like, one I'm actually interested in.
I mean, fair enough.
There's the Caligula Effect 2, which I could get to see if it's as bad as the first one.
You tore the first one a new asshole. Oh my god.
There's oh yeah, Mario Golf.
I'm still iffy on that. That was just announced. We haven't had a Mario Golf in like a decade. I'm not sure.
I'm not gonna play it, but I appreciate that it's there.
See, I remember liking Mario Golf, but I also remember liking a lot of things when I was a child that don't hold up to this day. So, I mean, but yeah, the oh my god face was because, of course, actually, this might not be a thing anymore. Or did it get... I know Strive got delayed, and now that I think about it, I think it got delayed until June. I think it was supposed to come out next month. So I think this date sticks. Either way, it comes out the same fucking day as Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Why? Rift Apart is one of my most anticipated games. And I'm very, very, very much looking forward to that. I love me some Ratchet and Clank 2016. Spectacular. And then Back for Blood is a guaranteed buy for me. I missed and yet was part of the whole Left 4 Dead. Like, I wasn't a PC gamer back then and I didn't own a 360. But my friend who did own a 360, every time we'd hang out, we'd play through a story or whatever it was. And I had so much fun and really made me want to get an Xbox and never end up doing so. This is my chance. And Call of Duty Zombies is fun, but I also like the simplicity of just trying to run through and killing a horde instead of and having like a real objective that isn't some obscure bullshit. Like in Call of Duty, I have to find a certain amount of pages and talk to a few spirits and select specific locations and then shoot a specific lamp on the third floor of the last building you can visit while running through whatever bullshit. Like, all that's like cool and it's fun to do once or twice or to try to figure out on your own or whatever. And if that's your bag of tea, I like it. But I also like, for me personally, I feel that just running through a level and shooting zombies and just trying to make it through the woods, through a section of a city, it just is more fun. It's what I want. It's what I want out of a zombie game right now. Call of Duty's cool, but I'm ready to go back to that old school, just point A to point B. Maybe there's a door in your way and you have to blow up or protect something really quick to get to where you need to be. But yeah. Well, that's it for June. I mean, that's it. There's another fucking $200 gone because Rift Apart is a $70 game because it's a PS5 game. Yay. This is going to be a real bad year on my wallet. Like, maybe there's a game.
Good year in games.
Oh, yeah, great year in games. Terrible for my wallet, and even worse,
So I'm
having
not
to
really
try to ask my
anything
wife.
Like, obviously, after June, it's the point where, like, stuff still needs to be filled out. Like, there's, half a year, and there's a bunch of games that still, like, need to be announced. So,
Yeah, the only thing I'm as a definite buy but after June is in August for me, and that's Kena Bridge of Spirits. That game looks fantastic. That's legitimately the only thing I see here that's like that has a confirmation date, and then unlike you, sadly, there is not a lot. You can basically take it from here because in unscheduled releases, there ain't shit for me besides the same shit I've already talked about, which also has
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne and 5.
Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne and 5. I know they're coming. I know what Nocturne is.
Untitled God of War.
Exactly. The same
That's
shit.
That's not actually untitled.
It's God of War Ragnarok, Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden West, and then my two Shin Megami Tensei games. None of those have had a new trailer or any new information in the 3 months of this year, so, like, technically 4 games, because 3's old game, but being re-released. Nothing. There's nothing else for me as of right now. Not even Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. The only other thing, because
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is on mine. I am looking forward to it, but that's because I just sink most of my time into fucking Pokemon nowadays.
The only other thing that's not on here at all, because I guess they haven't talked about it at all, but I'm going to assume would be coming sometime this year, and I'm really, really, really hoping for it, but is Hades for Xbox and PlayStation. Like, at the moment, it is still only on PC and Switch, and I've been holding out because I want to attempt. I like me some trophies. I want those trophies, but they're silent as the night right now. There is no information about the release on the other consoles. So that's about it for me. Like, I'm out of shit. Like my $400 in 2 months isn't enough for me.
Yeah, at some point set in this, there's Chernobylite, something I'm sort of looking forward to. More importantly, definitely looking forward to Stalker 2, also at some point.
Yes. I remember you speaking on that a whole bunch.
Digimon Survive.
That game's not coming this year.
Hopefully sometime this year.
That game was supposed to come out 4 years ago. It's still not out. They're never going to release it.
It was, first announced in 2018.
Oh my god, was it really?
Yeah. Digimon Survive first announced in July 2018, the issue of Japanese magazine V-Jump.
Oh god, I was joking. I mean, that's only 3 years,
July 6th, on July 6th, 2019, it was delayed till 2020. And on October 8th, 2020, due to, like, COVID, it got delayed.
Yeah. Like, it hit everybody. Like, if somehow any developer is actually listening in or watching this, this is no shade on you, and especially for what I'm about to say to the Japanese community. As much as it has affected the world, which it's been a terrible pandemic, I feel that a lot of, like, it really hit Japan, like, Japanese studios really hard. Like, almost every game coming out of Japan got delayed because of it. Whereas in European companies and, North American companies kind of, hey, go home and work on it and kind of, like, push through, like...
They should have delayed Cyberpunk.
They should have.
Like, entire year, and just been like COVID.
Yeah. but like Japan, like everything got pushed back. It like I don't know what the difference is, but that's how I feel. Like everything that's like a main Japanese game has been pushed back. The next Yakuza game, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to come out, before, after Like a Dragon. That got pushed back real far. A lot of Nintendo's projects got pushed back really far. Like, if these rumors of the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch Pro are real, and they're still not talking about the next Legend of Zelda to drop with it, you know that COVID really fucked them up. If it got pushed that hard and they had to, their big announcement was Skyward
Skyward
Sword.
Sword.
Hey, your nice new shiny console we want you to go buy? The big updated version of the Switch? Yeah. Go play a Wii U game on it. I digress. But, yeah, that got away from me, but... Oof. Yeah, Little Nightmare 2 is already out. What? Oh, the PS5 and Xbox version. That always gets me, like... Just lump that over with up top with the rest of it saying to be announced for this. Like, half of the unannounced versions of games are just the next gen versions of said games.
There's also Diablo 2 Resurrected, which I'm sort of looking forward to.
I'm right there with you. I was going to put that on my list. I was about to say, I see Diablo 2 on there, but we'll see if they can deliver.
Like a few more that I saw at the Game Awards that are like some other stuff. Goodbye Volcano High is still something I'm interested in. That was during like one of the big events. I don't think that was Game Awards. Warhammer
PlayStation.
Yeah. Road 96, Open Roads, and We Are OFK, which are all Game Awards.
Yeah. I do actually see two more on there for me really quick. Neither of which I'm like chomping at the bit to get, but I am very curious about is especially this one, Evil Dead the game. I just want to know what it is. Is it Left 4 Dead but in the Evil Dead universe? No.
It looks like it'll be It doesn't look like that, no.
See, they just used a trailer, so I have no idea. It could be that.
It looked like third person, like co-op beat 'em up, not like beat 'em up as in like. I don't know what I'm describing it. Just not Left 4 Dead.
See, it looked like a third person Left 4 Dead to me. Like, hey, you're in the cabin, start in the cabin, escape. Pick a character and escape. But we'll see. We actually have to see gameplay of it. And then Evil West. It just looks like a mid-2000s crazy bullshit game. Like, third-person action game. Like a vampire superhero cowboy running through the Old West fighting other vampires and werewolves and demons and shit. And he has a big old machine arm that fucking wraps around and he has electricity on it and cool looking gun and a sword and has Wolverine claws. Looks absurd. And from the trailer, I'm at least interested to see how it will actually be. Hopefully it's the latter and doesn't turn into that werewolf game that just dropped. The Eco Wolf game that's just... It's not it.
So in short, Akiba Strip, Hellbound, and Debriefed Game of the Year.
It's looking like it. It is looking like it. And if it is as good as he says it is, and this one if this one's as good as how he described the other one, if I can delete it.
Well, like, I think it's good, but it's like basically the anti-journalist game. Like, there's nothing heart-wrenching. You're stripping people naked.
I mean, true enough. I'm about to say, like, if I can block the trophies from popping so no one else sees, especially my wife, I might have played
You're stripping guys naked, too.
That's not better. That is not better. I do not think my wife would appreciate that. She actually
still in their underwear.
Yeah, she wouldn't care. But yeah, I mean that's. I sit here and say, like, with a look on our, like, my face and like your tone, it's like, I'm kind of excited for this. Ooh, I'm really excited for this though. But then as we just ran down the list, I just realized in 2 months alone, I plan on spending $400 on video games. And that's actual video games, not a console, not a new $130 controller. I don't need a new, and just games. These aren't even special editions, any of them. Just base games. I plan on buying 6 games. It's going to be about $400, and that's crazy because there are still other games I want. Like I just said, I'm spending $200 here. I'm not sure if I can get Deathloop the next month. Well, literally the very next month, I want and I'm going to do, as long as it's okay with my beautiful wife, the exact same thing. Buy another $400 worth of video games, and we're only halfway through the year. It's crazy that I've already pre-ordered Strive, so that's not really a worry. Returnal, Ratchet, Left Back for Blood, Pokemon Snap, right? Kena Bridge of Spirits. Like, these are all guaranteed games I'm going to get. And I've already purchased to actual play Persona 5. I'm going to dump a little into another, it's me and I love Smite. I'll be dumping a lot more money into, I'll be doing probably my yearly $100 gem dump into Smite so I can get my tier 5 chalk skin here in like 2 weeks. I buy indie games left and right too when I can catch them on sale that look cute or whatever. And these are games I'm buying, let alone the things that are coming for free on like PlayStation Plus. Like, I still have Concrete Genie, which I hear is a very touching and beautiful game, and from all the screenshots and gameplay I've seen, it does. That's only like a 5-hour game, so I can get through that. But I have Final Fantasy VII Remaster just sitting on my PS5 right now. By the time I'm through with Strikers, not wanting to play Smite anymore and looking to play it, I'm going to have like 10 other fucking games to play. It's ridiculous. I haven't had a backlog like this in a long time. Like, there's always like the indies that, they threw out and are nice to have that just sit in my library from PlayStation Plus. But now, like, I was supposed to pop back in and play XCOM 2 like a month ago, if not 2, and I haven't fucking been able to touch it because I got into another Smite kick, and apparently I need to kick Smite instead. So, yeah, that's there's my little tangent about there's nothing to play, and oh shit, I only want to waste like a month and a half's of pay on video games for that I didn't even realize that half of which come out on the same damn day.
I got nothing else to add. I think I went over all the games I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Oh, it isn't confirmed, but I do see a lot of rumors going around now that there's going to be a Life is Strange 3 soon.
Oh.
And usually when there's a shit ton of rumors circulating, that's usually when you know it's true for the most point, because that's like just out of nowhere.
Yeah. Especially for a title like that. Like, someone in that company had to be whispering like, hey, we're either working on someone new, and someone took and is like, hey, they're working on Life is Strange 3 for sure. They said they're doing something new. Or they might be trying to, go off and do another new project that might not end up being it, but it could be. They're working on something. Either way, they're working on that studio's working on something new. It's basically what you can take from it.
Dontnod continues to be like extremely hit or miss, because like if I could just go over this, there's Remember Me, which no one remembers. Life is Strange, good. Vampire, good. Awesome. Adventures of Captain Spirit, good. Life is Strange 2, bad. Tell Me Why, good. Twin Mirror, bad. The hit or miss continues, so hopefully, since Twin Mirror was a miss, the next one will be good.
Hey, you can only hope. But I'm actually very glad for you because just a few months ago I was I was kind of bummed because we were talking about this, and you're like, there's nothing for me. I'm not excited for shit, and here you are tonight, and there's like legitimately a decent amount for you, and that's exciting for me.
The only thing that I'm really excited for is the QB's trip, though. So.
Yes. Now you looked at the list and you've seen it, and now you want to get people naked. We get it, quiet, but there's more. Okay, we heard you with our ear holes that there's more for you out there besides a Kiva's
Those are like
trip.
7 out of 10s. This is like an 11 out of 10.
Very well, Kawhi. Well, where can people find you at?
Twitter.com at N_O_N_X_Y. And also Twitch if I ever get around to figure out what I even want to play on that.
You'll figure it out. People love the Pokemon grind. If you're gonna sit there and grind, just
I'll probably just do like randomizer Nuzlocke or something.
That'd be cool. I would love to watch you do a Resident Evil 8 playthrough. To be honest, that'd probably be one of the few people I would watch do it. But yeah, please everyone go follow him on either his Twitter, and please go follow him on Twitch, because when he inevitably gets back, it'll be a good time. You can also find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/dadofwar. Hopefully you're watching this live, as we do record it live every Tuesday now. Technically this one's a Wednesday because we started in the morning, but you get what I'm saying. You can also find us on podcast services all around the world. I put it all on Anchor, and they throw it to Spotify and like 5 others I don't even know. I'm also on iTunes. Only one we're not currently on is Google, because I can't figure out their specialty URL that they want from me, and I haven't looked at it anymore because I'm fucking over it. So I love you, Google, but at the same time, fuck you.
Fuck Google.
You're being mean and making me do like literally 100 extra. It's literally one extra step, but it's a step that I actually can't figure out, and it's infuriating. So we're not there. And then, of course, you can also watch this tomorrow on youtube.com/dadofwar. Type in Dad of War in your YouTube search and/or War Table. I think it'll pop up under all the Avengers stuff, but I think my content's... Even I think my content's better than the fucking Avengers game, then.
Speaking the Avengers game, sometime in the next month or so will be coming to PS5 and Xbox One, and I can't wait for it to get 1 new player.
Yeah. Maybe 2. I might get it. Because since it's free, I think the next time it's on sale for like $20, I might pick it up. Just in the hopes that it'd be better.
I think $20 is overpaying.
Well, if they ever deliver on what they say they are, I don't think so. But I digress. That's a story for another time.
They'll deliver like Anthem.
Oh God! And I think that games as a service. How do we feel about them? I think we've talked about it before.
Now deleted episode.
And I was about to say, I think it was one that was corrupted. So we're gonna do it again, especially with updated versions of games, the cancellation of Anthem, Outriders coming, this, that, and the third. Come in next week and figure it out with us. And hope you all have a wonderful time, and we'll catch y'all later. Deuces.